necessarily those of this station, its management, or its advertisers. For advertising, call the CEO, Lady Queen Zena Bevel, at 718-253-7273.
Where is the guy? Don't you know I need you? We used to be friends from the first day we met. I remember you gave me some true roses are red. I just want to say violets are blue. Renown, where you going? Tell me why violets are blue and now you mean you are going to make me sad and blue. Bring back the roses. I mean your heart was there, now you're going, I can only say roses are red, will be just a memory and blue. I'm going to call 118-253-7273. Let's remember when I'm feeling blue. I'm going to call Sister Dobong on you too. Sister Dobong, roses are red, she will find you. I bet Sister Dobong will bring you back true. Just remember, roses are red and violets are not blue. Don't go, baby, just let me through. Don't go, I love you. My roses are red, I'm true only for you. My heart is true. My love is true. So if you don't get, just let me know, just let me know. I will never let my feelings go. I will never let my feelings go. You never know how I love you so. Oh, oh, oh. You never know how I love you so. Oh, oh, oh. You never know how I love you so. Oh, oh, oh. Baby, just say no, no, and I know I must go. But my feelings will always be the same. Last night I seen you in my dream. I was sitting in Sister Dobong's office. She was a spiritual advisor. She see you with another. I started to cry. I woke up with love.
and name. 718-253-7273. That again, 718-253-7273. Jot this number down in your phone your iPad, store it on your computer, on a notepad, in a place where you can find it quickly, because at some point you will need it. It's the number for the most popular and most useful reader and advisor in our area. The world famous African reader and advisor, Sister Dobong.
That's right. I am Sister Dobong, here to help you. What do you want in 2019? More money? Success in your career job? Maybe you need a better job. How about reuniting with a loved one? If you've been plagued by illness, bad luck, lack, or heartache, it is time for a change. Don't give up. I'm the African Reader and Advisor dedicated to making a difference in an imperfect world. Call me now for one free question by phone, 718-253-7273, and come see me at 1752 Flatbush Avenue, right at the corner of Avenue J in Brooklyn. And let's make 2019 one of the best years of your life.
Make your life a masterpiece. Imagine no limitations to what you can see, what you can be, what you can have, or what you can do. Call Sister Dobong now.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good night, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to the King and Queen Radio Show on WVIP 93.5 FM. And you are watching us on Zena Palin Live, Facebook, BrooklynStation.com, KingandQueenRadio.com, SisterDobong.com, and live stream King and Queen Radio, as well as YouTube King and Queen Radio. This is the King and Queen Radio Show with your host, Sister Dobong, and her co-host, Anne-Marie. We have a great show for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So sit back and get ready to have a couple of laughs and also get some insights. We have a lot of that tonight. Don't forget to also visit SisterDobong.com, where you can get your lucky horoscopes and your numbers. And don't forget, if you hit it big, donate. Don't forget, give us a call if you'd like to indulge in our conversation. The numbers here are 718-676-0820. That's 718-676-0820 or 718-253-4239. Again, 718-253-4239. Kick it, DJ Suave.
Turn the page, come take a look on what my Gotta make it move real fast. Take my life to the future from the past. Take my hands, I gotta take it slow. There are things I like to know. Mistreated all so much. Sometimes I don't know how I carry on. You don't know, you never know. Never a sign to show. Now I'm walking around in my shoes, and you would feel what I'm feeling. Or whether I'm standing things I don't know who you are. Where you're from, girl, you really. Whoa, my mind, sweet lady. Oh, I don't know who you are or where you're from, but girl, you really turn me on. I wanna rock your little boat from dusk till dawn, 'cause girl, I wanna be your man. And all I wanna do right now is get up in your head for a minute. Girl, all I'm trying to say right now, here's a lonely heart counting tickets. I bring you the sun and the moon, and even the rainbow too. I fulfill your fantasy, your hopes and your dreams. I bring you the sun and the moon.
Good evening and good morning. Welcome to the King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com, SisterDobong.com. Well, I want to tell you folks, we got a great evening and a great show. Alongside, I got my co-host. How you doing, Anne Marie? How are you?
I'm fine.
And how was your weekend?
It was great.
Oh, you look good today. You look like you had a great weekend.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you ready for this show tonight?
Yes, I am. You look great.
We have a great show and you look great. It is so beautiful in New York. You know, I just love this weather when it's raining and when things are just looking good. It is beautiful to know, folks. I want to say a welcome to the King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com, SisterDobong.com. We own so many things out here, so you just go to SisterDobong.com, WVIP 93.5 FM. And I just want to say we got a great show for you tonight. We may be building that bridge. Who knows? We got a great topic. We're going to be talking about the bridge. Building the bridge. Do you know what bridge I'm talking about?
The wall.
Okay, the wall. You see how I forgot? I'm thinking it's a bridge. But maybe it is a bridge instead of a wall. You think it could be a wall, but somebody may be building a bridge to go across it. And that's what I'm talking about, a spiritual bridge. Because if we get trapped, how do we get out?
Can't.
Did you ever understand that? Not only the Mexicans can't get in, but we can't get out. If there's something happening and we have to get out, we are blocked inside the wall. So everybody, don't forget Sister Dobong. You're having troubles in your life and you need a bridge to remove all the negativity from your life and to be able to cross over out of the negative into the good. So don't forget, if you're having troubles, I'm your #1 spiritual reader, and 253-7273. I want to welcome our cameraman in the house here tonight. I want to welcome here DJ Go in the house. We rocking back. DJ Gold Star and DJ Suave. So it's just a pleasure, folks, being with you this evening. I want to say a hello to all you folks out there watching us now, and I hope you join us tonight. And Sister Dobong is waiting to help you solve your problems, no matter what problems you have in your life. Sometimes we having troubles. We can't even talk to our mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters. Sister Dobong will hold your secret to the heart. Sister Dobong will not release your problems, what you come to her, to the world. You know, you can go to some spiritual, some people, and instead of them helping you, they gossiping and laughing about you. So you know what? Come to a genuine spiritual reading advisor when you have something. The priest, and go inside of a booth and could talk to the priest, and no matter what you told that priest, your information go nowhere, not to the police or anywhere. Well, Sister Dobong, guard your secret very carefully. So if you're having troubles and something you want to confess or talk about, you can call Sister Dobong and you can come and see me, and I'll be able to help you spiritually. 718-253-7273. Again, Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. Take the 2 or the 5 train. Last leave out with a smile on your face. So if you go to spiritual people and they got worrying about losing their home. Their home is in foreclosure and someone is trying to take your home. You're trying to get a loan. You're even trying to way to foreclose, and things is just not working out for you. It can't work out for you. There's in your house is a seal from an old from a book, what they call a Kabbalah. And that book is like a Jewish book, and it's a seal on you, and you won't be able to do anything. You need to come to me and let me help you remove that seal from your life so you can start getting some money and do what you got to do with the home. There's someone right now crying over someone that left them, and you did all your money and your life out to that person, and all that person did to you was lie. Well, Sister Dobong got a black candle to tell you how to sprinkle some red pepper on, put the person's name on there, and call the person 9 times, and call the spirit of the winds, the 4 corners of the wind. And no matter where they run, you'll be able to track them down and stop them dead in their track. And they'll find themselves wallowing back home to you like a dog. And I say wallowing back home to you like a dog, that's Geechee, and that means coming back to you running with. You want that person back, just call Sister Dobong. 718-253-7273. Someone is going through some and sleep. You will even feel like if someone on you having sexual relationship. Skinny until you look like you're drying up like bones, a bag of bones. So you don't want that to continue happening. Call Sister Dobong. You're embarrassed to your friends. You're embarrassed to tell everybody. When Sister Dobong understand these things, make sure you call Sister Dobong. 718-253-7273. Well, I'm going to take you back to some music, and you want them lucky numbers, visit SisterDobong.com. That's Sister Dobong, D-O-B-O-N-G. Do visit SisterDobong.com. So many thousand people's on there. Go and visit SisterDobong.com. Get those prayers that you may need, and you don't have to see Sister Dobong's face wherever you at a distance. Purchase the prayers to help you. Prayers for love, money, for the Buddha spirit, for the Hindu spirit. For when sometimes we can't pray, we get stuck and can't even talk to the Bible and the good Lord. Sometimes back to the music there, Suavecito. Yeah, what I got to say to you? For love to give you back.
Oh, so what would you call
Give love.
Texas rule? Like how he's really taking video.
Cameraman.
Cameraman.
Let you go. Okay, DJ Goldstar, we have, don't forget your caller station in tonight, 718-253-4239, 718-676-0820. That's the number. Any questions you may want to ask, 718-676-0820, 718-253-4239. Lady Goldstar, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. And do we have a good guest on tonight?
Yes, we actually have a gentleman named Mark Hernandez who will be calling in regards to ancient wisdom.
Ooh, I love that. Anything on wisdom, I can't wait to hear from him. Ancient wisdom.
Yes.
And what is that about ancient wisdom?
He basically is a holistic practitioner and certified body code practitioner. Let's just say, in other words, let's just say maybe dealing with the chakras. Let's just.
Oh, that is wonderful.
We all need to realign and reset our chakras right now.
No.
A whole lot of us. Look at the websites.
Yeah, I'm so busy. Things going on, and I want to congratulate you for doing such an excellent job.
That's okay.
Out of so many people, you just on you.
Yeah. Next week's show, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to propose to Zena.
Oh,
because
Lord.
it's getting that serious. I actually have people coming all angles at me, talking about they want the job, they want this, they want that. Well, you know what? I don't need the milk when I can have the cow. So you know what? I had the cow for I not marry her.
I mean, you a joke.
Drop the mic.
Pow. Okay, Suavecito. So tell us what's going on in your life. Suave, what's going on in your life?
I won't say anything much, but...
Well, I see your collection of music is really, really, really going good there.
Yeah, I kind of trying to improve the music a little more.
How is it transitioning from Caribbean music into going into Jamaican music so strongly, and you're playing it so well, and going into American music, which you're really not used to playing? How is it?
Well, for me, the Jamaican music, basically in Grenada where I'm from, we more listen to like reggae and stuff.
Okay, so you well adapted to it.
Yeah, we don't have no reggae artists like that, so we adapt to their music. And American music, I don't know.
Well, you're doing a pretty good job. I guess you're putting it on as it comes.
Yeah.
But you're learning it, ain't you? Because the time of music you playing is way back. And I'm looking at your age and say, wow, how you doing it? But you're doing a good job, and I wanna commend you on it and say you very good job, and keep up the good work. We got ladies, so tell us what's going on about you and the wall. What is with the wall?
Well, actually, I see both sides.
You see both sides. Come on, girl, sit in this chair. We'll get in this chair. Go ahead now, please.
Yes. Well, I see that your president wants to build a wall. It already started.
Well, are you aware, and I don't think most people are aware, that the wall is already complete, almost completed?
Yes.
You are aware of that?
I am aware.
So
Yes.
most people think the wall is still need to be built, and that wall will be up by next month or the next 2 months. That complete wall will be made. The wall is up. But the issue of the wall, that I have a problem with the wall now that I just thought about it, and I don't think many people think about it. The issue that if they start martial law or anything break out in the country, you won't be able to get out of this country.
That's true.
You remember Berlin and all those places had walls.
Yes.
And once you put a wall up, let's say you want to get out the country, even if other people invade, you can't get out of here.
History repeats itself.
Exactly.
So now, you take us into it with me, Lady Gold Star, DJ Gold Star. Tell me about the wall as far as you think. Do you think there will ever be a martial law? Most people know what martial law is.
I mean, obviously you have to cause chaos in order to gain control.
And
people do it actually every day. But yes, that is something that it may lead to. It may lead to that.
Well, you know why I'm thinking of that. See, people don't understand. Everybody got so many freedoms. It's so much this, it's so much that. There's no more control in this country. Everybody got rights. Everybody, and there's so much conflicting against, for example, the gay community against the straight community. Then you got marches against the women's, and it's just, maleness against feminine. It's so much different wars going on, and rules and law and governments and corruption going on. So what do you think happens in a case like that? They got to turn it back around. They got to restart all over again, because the whole world is in chaos right now. And there's no way of correcting it, because you got to understand, you don't pass so many laws and people have rights now, so you can't take away the rights. So you got to find a way to take away the rights so you can control everybody once again. Now, I may be making a mistake, and anybody can call in and argue me down, but I'm thinking if the first laws were set in the stone, that means the first laws were set. Those laws are never erased. And I think they can go back to the original laws anytime they want to. They can wipe out all that new laws they done passed over it and go back to the original. What do you say about that, Gold Star?
Are you referring to the Georgia Guidestones?
Yeah, the first stones that was put in by the presidents, by their rules and their laws, and everything was set for this country.
I believe that pertains basically from what I've read over years. I haven't had a chance to review it again, but I will. That pertains to the New World Order.
Yeah.
That's basically what that pertains to. That's why where I live, I used to be able to see the beautiful view of the Twin Towers. Now I see a hypodermic needle. I don't look out the window that much anymore, and I have a beautiful view. But that's what that is, because that's made from what they say pertaining to the Islam. Mm-hmm. That's where that originates too, because if you go back into it as a conspiracy theorist, I know that's a lot of people don't like that name, but this all resonates from George Bush Sr. having the tail by the tiger and not wanting to let go. George Bush himself was related, or is related, or rather was related to the gentleman that they said that they found him. They found his body. I think that.
Hussein.
Yes, he died of a certain type of. He died of rectal cancer. He died of rectal cancer. That photo that they had where Hillary Clinton's like this and everybody's like, "Oh my God," that was staged.
Okay, so a lot of things, like I say again, they can turn this country back whenever they're ready and go back to the foundation of where they began. So, folks, you better wake up, get yourself always prepared, because you're going to wake up one morning and all you hear is sirens going everywhere.
Going to see the black helicopters. I've never seen one in my lifetime, except when we had the hurricane, I think it was Sandy, and where I live, it overrode it. The water came over the what do you call it, in the back of Bellevue Hospital, the generators. Yes. And it wiped out everything up until 33rd, 34th Street. So I saw Black Hawk helicopter. I said, "Oh my God, martial law." And they had FEMA coming upstairs to people's houses and actually giving them food. FEMA in the city. FEMA.
Yeah, I remember that as well too. Which they got those camps, FEMA camps. So I don't want to go into all that.
Well,
but they're there. So folks, you have to be aware of getting your gold stash, because remember, the money is not valuable when something like that happens. You need gold. So you need to purchase you some gold and have gold on you at all times for your protection. Gold,
that too.
gold is valuable, but understand what you may be living. Time. Look at change all of a sudden. Now the houses, you can't hardly stay in houses because it's the prices and the rent, and now they're forcing you, a lot of people's in these shelters to sign a paper that they'll get them a house out of town for 1 year, and then you go run and jump in this house and it fall apart and you can't come back to New York City. So you got to be careful what you sign and what you do, because you can easily sign your life away now and not know it.
And watch out for the new movies that come out too.
Yes, yes, yes. And I was just talking the other day, a lot of the computer games are also to train your mind military.
Yes.
An average kid now can tell you how to kill this one, how to dodge this, and how to get out of this, because the games teach you.
Google, move over.
So now we're going to go on with a little more music. That's just a little plug to put in your ear that the bridge, the bridge has always been built. It's been built since the beginning of when that president was there. Obama, that bridge had started. Not bridge, What's talking about the bridge?
I know someone is listening out there right now, and they are having bad luck with numbers. They're gambling and they're going places and places, and they're gambling and they're losing everything they got. They feeling up. One minute they're winning and they're getting a lot of money, and when they look around, all the money going out way from you. Don't do it. That's why you don't go nowhere and can't get nowhere. Can't keep winning. You need this jinx removing off of you. And I'ma call on the angel. The angel say expedite to remove that energy from you, to bring you back some good luck. But when you get this good luck in your hand, you'll make sure you call Sister Dobong. I'm gonna say a couple of numbers, they're gonna get confused. But you gonna know when whoever listening to this. Daily and get your lucky numbers. Sister Dobong.com daily and get your lucky numbers. Your numbers will be waiting for you. Also, I have the horoscope there waiting for you there. So you want to go to SisterDobong.com. That's SisterDobong. SisterDobong.com.
Okay, SisterDobong.com. And there we go. Jamaica is coming up, 1 a.m. Anne-Marie, so you know a lot about the wall, so you're going to be telling us a little bit about it later on. What you know, is that right?
I know a little bit about it, but yes.
Okay, so again, how do you feel being in America now?
Well, I always feel good, and I thank God for the experience, and you know what I went through. Everything is over, but I have to say thank God. I'm glad to be here.
Okay, and I want to ask you something. If you had a choice and if anything started up with America, would you run back to Jamaica? Would you fight it out here in America?
I would fight it out here.
All right now, you're American all the way. Okay, any phone calls out there? Okay, if you want to call in 718-676-0820, 718-253-4239. And I want to just ask you just precaution, and I know a lot of people don't think about this, but you should think about it. If something broke out in this country, maybe you don't know what martial law is, where people just start fighting against each other and things start getting an uproar. What would be the first thing you do to survive?
Very good question. Well, for sure, I would see what I can do here to fight it out, to stay alive. And if I see nothing is working here, I'll go to Jamaica.
Well, how you gonna get to Jamaica if they close the wall now?
If they that's it. I don't know. Don't know what would happen in that case. You know, it's a tough one. Tough situation there.
And, you know, this is a little joke, but if they say 2 hours, pack your bags and go wherever you want to go. Would you take the chance to stay here, or you pack your bags and run?
I would stay here. You know?
Well, you bold, because I'm going to Africa. Africa, here I come. Mama coming back home. Okay, let me take that caller. WBIP 93.5 FM. Good evening, caller. Hello, caller, are you there?
Hello, good night.
Good night, how are you?
I'm okay. Listen, I'm not a politician, but Trump, they will use the constitution right in America, constitution law here, and build the wall and make the taxpayer money and pay it. That's what they'll do. And you win again. Yes, and you win again. Hello?
Yes. How to answer that for the gentleman?
Let me make sure I heard you correctly, sir. You said that he basically stole the taxpayers' money and he's not going to be reelected again? Hello? Hello? Sir?
Okay, well, I guess you said that right. Well, stole the taxpayer money, well...
Yeah, he actually said, I don't want to make fun of him, he said he thieved the taxpayer money and he ain't going to win again. He ain't going to win no more.
Everybody say that. Everybody say he won't win no more. But would you want to take him out after he done did all this mess and leave it stuck up in the air?
The Democrats are already trying to impeach him and they see he's not going to leave. It's not going to work.
That's what I'm talking about.
They already talked about assassinating him. Then they already talked about putting voodoo on him.
He got his own voodoo witch doctors over in Haiti.
Then they already talking about his wife. Why is every time she looks at the camera, it looks like she's trying to recognize somebody?
Well, I don't know about all that foolishness.
And then I saw a picture of her nude with another woman. There you go.
But she was a model. Models get nude with other women.
This wasn't that type of picture, though.
Oh, well, I don't know about that either. Okay, that's some Lady Ghost deal with. I don't know that. Do you know anything about that?
No.
I ain't never heard of this stuff before.
No, used to me.
Do you think he actually gonna get impeached?
Hello. Something is gonna happen. That's what I can say. Something is gonna happen to that man. Hold on.
But you people talking that man. Yes, caller.
Yes, Sister Dobong.
Yeah.
What I'm saying. The president will use the constitution right here.
Yes.
And build the wall and the taxpayer money and pay for the wall.
Okay.
And will win the election again.
Okay.
That's what they will do.
Now I agree with you on that to a certain degree. I agree with you on a certain degree, but remember he didn't show his tax paper, so he could have got money, borrowed money from somewhere else. That's the problem. That I want to know why he never showed his tax money, and when he was dealing with that other country, what went on between them that never's been spoken about? Did he borrow money from them and have to pay them back? You understand? And take the tax people money and pay back who he had borrowed money from. That's the mystery. But I want to ask you a personal question. Would you get rid of him after he done put us in such a mess, would you still get rid of him, or would you keep him to try to dig a hole more that we can see how we can get out? If you know when a person mess up something, if you go behind a carpenter after he done messed up your house, you got halfway, you either have to let him finish it up or bring somebody in and tear it all down. So what do you suggest, sir? I guess he's not there. Okay, what do you suggest, Anne-Marie? If someone come in your house and did it halfway and they quit, and another carpenter come in and say, well, I don't know what this person done. I can't go behind him. I'm gonna have to tear all this down and start all over. What would you do?
I'm very angry.
No, but what would you do? Would you let him tear your house all down again, or would you find that man and make him finish it?
I'd find the man and try and let him finish it.
Okay, there you go with Trump then. There you go. He'll be back in the White House.
Him or a family member?
Huh?
I said him or a family member.
That's right. Because they the only one know how to get out the mess he stirred.
Think about Trump nominating Ben Carson, who is basically a surgeon, to lead the United States Housing and Urban Development. What is your
a surgeon?
Yes, Ben Carson is a surgeon. And
well, the only thing he gonna do is what surgeon do, clean everything out. When he get in there won't be nobody in there. He'll find a way to get them all out of there. There won't be no more housing preservation. When he finished with it, what do you say?
I just don't understand the contrast from a neurosurgeon to dealing or being the head of, housing.
You must understand it. If you take a president who's a businessman and put him to be the president, and you put him there too because he in there. So now,
I can understand your point, but I did not put nobody in there. Now I'm gonna open my own can of words. I did not vote. So anybody got a problem with that, you can call in the station 718-676-0820 or 718.
Well, I know I didn't vote, so
it is my business.
I didn't vote.
If I vote or don't vote, and I have everybody asking me, did you vote?
No, I didn't vote.
Well, it's your fault that the world is like how it is. You was really with that too. The last time I voted was for Clinton, and I regret that. Because he played a sax.
Did you vote, Anne-Marie?
No, I didn't.
Most people didn't vote. Don't let them fool you.
Yeah, but why you want to be all in my business and ask if I vote, and then it's like I have to, I don't
Most
deal
people,
with politics.
I can guarantee you, everybody right in here right now did not vote.
Suave?
Nope.
Most of the people didn't vote. I'm telling you.
Cameraman?
Voted for Hillary. But that was because my mother called me and asked me to vote for Hillary, or else I would have voted for none of them.
So you actually voted on behalf of your mom for Hillary. Am I hearing correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you said you yourself did not vote.
He voted for his mom.
That's simply yes or no, sir. Yes or no. I need to get sound bites.
Yes, I did vote.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Your question.
What?
Well, we got one that did vote and voted for Hillary.
But I voted.
You voted for your mother.
He voted for his mother. So.
That's it.
Okay, so do you know?
The jury rests.
All right.
The jury rests. Most people don't vote. They sit up there and say, I'm going to vote. Oh yeah, I voted. And they didn't vote. Because he wouldn't have got in there if people would have voted. Now that is absolutely correct what she just said. He in there because most of us didn't vote.
Hold on here. Say it again.
I don't believe in politics.
Okay, most people don't.
Yeah.
Young people don't.
Well, at least in America, I don't believe in politics because everything is a bunch of tricks to everybody. So.
Yes. Everything is rigged. Rigged.
Everything.
Well,
That's his word.
But then again, that can cause on a martial law that put everybody in check.
Yeah, but that's why.
If everybody stop believing in something, trust me, this world order gonna come.
The only way executive law and martial law, the only way executive law and martial law will occur is when they give us a distraction. Then, like Obama, he signed things in the night, in the middle of the night.
And that's illegal.
Well,
You're supposed to sign things during business hours only.
they don't play that way. You know he was created. Come on.
Now I don't know if he created what,
I ain't
but
gonna go into that.
I know according to the law, contract is only legal weekdays, and that's during. Well,
So I'm gonna put football, I'm gonna put the Grammys, I'm gonna put all this stuff to fascinate you and keep you busy while I sell your soul.
okay.
I'm very serious. I'm not crazy.
Well, this is something good discussion, and I really love it. But we need some music to cool you down.
Well, in 10 minutes we have a call. So yes.
So, so folks, we taking you back to some good old music. Don't forget to give Sister Dobong a call for your spiritual needs. 718-253-7273. And Marie, you ready for some good music?
Oh yes.
Well,
all
tell
the
the
time.
DJ to get it going.
Get it going, DJ Suave.
All right, that's the loudest I ever heard her go. All right, now you got it now, girl.
Can't let me in the beauty when you are waiting. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money, girl. How do you get it from? Not by your entrance, stand up. Can't let me in. Why? Cause we would be more than 10 to take the enemy to the promised land. Make the food time. All you got to do is be true, so let's stop this down. Satisfy your emotion. The one instantly shelter. She never get that one. I'm so that it's one of that to watch out for. We up here to get things a mouse. Think I walk like a champion, act like a champion. What a piece of money can tell me where you get it from. That's why you're anxious. Ram pa 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 pa. And let me in the everything. But up on the car, you know you fit them. When you know put it out against no matter what I can say. Put on your poses like that display. Wanna feel how you feel about night. We don't not just find that on face and say. She wants to know you hope not want to play. I'm a rotten man, she said she won't want to stay. I'm going to wanna walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money, girl, give me one. I'll find your entrance, ram pa 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 pa. Can't let me in the coffee, do what you want here. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money, girl, I'm going to get you from that by your entrance.
All the Rasta can liberate the people over here in the valley too. All right. All the Rasta can liberate the people over here and valleys too. Don't let them fool you. Don't believe for me that they are with you. Free the people over hills and valleys too. Don't let them fool you. Don't believe for a minute they don't like you. Why try to make I am happy? Really, I don't know. If it was up to them, my friend, we would never see the sun on the snow. Through that mystical communication within, we keep on coming together. I love to see brothers and sisters looking out for one another. That's the way it should be, not contrary. Stop tearing down each other. Only Rasta free the people over hills and valleys too. Don't let them fool you. Don't believe 1 minute that they are with you. Just free
spread from ignorance. I know you feel the same way too. Many live this life without having a clue. No reason why they are so sad and blue. Blessings to go, so much things to do. Not a moment to reflect on the cycle of life. Yeah, to free the people over years and valleys too. Don't let them fool you. Don't believe for a minute that they are with you. To free the people over years and valleys too. Don't let them fool you. Don't believe 1 minute they're just like
Soon your broadcast will have the rights. We have the rights now, but we have the ASCAP.
Where is it? Said I had a close one yesterday. Jah put an angel over me, be strong. Hold up for meditation. One day things must get better. Don't you go down, keep your head above the water. Stay. One day things must get better. Be strong. Hold up for meditation. One day things must get better. Don't you go down, keep your head above the water. One day things must get better. The rich is wise in his own conceit, but the fool is understanding so that they bound. Poor man more the riches increase. I said be not dream, riches are not forever. Every night the oppressor choose none of his way. Be not wise in thy own eyes, only time you must praise. Try not with a man without the cause. If he had done you no harm, let bygone be bygone. Said I had a close one, yes.
You're gonna have to do like Shy used to do. Find the music that it ain't gonna cut off. You got to do your homework in advance so that music don't cut it off. But you don't look professional every time, you losing people like that.
Yeah. Have you ever heard a cage bird sing? There's a time and a place for everything.
New York City. I want to say a shout out to everybody out there in New York and worldwide. All my cousins from Ancestry, from my new family from Ancestry.com. A shout out to everybody listening to us right now on King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com, WVIP 93.5 FM. What a great show. We enjoyed it here with you. I think we got a station break in a couple minutes. So you got any shout outs out there? Any potential businesses you want to shout out and maybe joining us?
Oh yes, hopefully Impact Brooklyn. Hello to Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Johnson, big up to you, Mr. Johnson, and hope we get you aboard soon.
Right, and I'm just giving you a shout out to your significant other and your new baby boy.
Ooh,
congratulations.
I love to hear baby boy. And you said it's so beautiful, baby boy.
Thank you.
Oh, that is so wonderful. Big up to you, Mr. Johnson. And a shout out to everybody else out there who just had a new one, a beautiful baby boy, a beautiful baby girl. Shout out going out there to you also who having anniversaries, getting married, and who's falling in love, getting rings on, who's getting promised sweethearts, and who got a lot of chocolate for Valentine's Day, and flowers and roses and gifts. Whew. Big up to each and every. Back with the guests after 11 p.m. So you want to stay tuned so we can tell you a little more what's going on. And we had a great visitor today. We'll be talking more about that later on in the evening. And if you'd like to be a guest on this show, you can call 676-0820 right now and speak with Lady Holly. If you want to be, you're an artist and you want your music played and you want to be a guest and you like to promote yourself, We'll welcome you aboard. If you want to get your own program, we got some, and you want to call now while you got the chance. 718-676-0820, 718-253-4239. And we also have a beautiful, lovely apartment that's for rent. If you're looking for somewhere and you just want somewhere cozy where you can lay back and relax, and it's good for one person or two, and it's not really for families, but for more or less a couple. And we have a nice laid back, warm, very elegant place waiting for you. So call Lady Holly at 718-676-0820, 253-4239.
Everything is falling apart on yo, honey. I am feeling the vibes. I'm feeling good, and I know you want to feel good too. I know you want to feel the Holy Spirit upon you like I feel it. That you can walk out in life and be happy.
Not me. I told you don't ask me no
so
question.
Only
talk to Holly.
You feel like everything is falling apart on you. Your luck is just going away from you. You feel like you can't get up out of the bed. You just feel tired for no apparent reason. Can't move around. Just lost energy. Have no desire to do nothing in your house no more. Yes, you are under somebody's blanket. You are under a spell. Someone has a voodoo doll or have something that you press down, keeping you from removing yourself to do what you're supposed to do. It's time for you to remove that curse. Get up now and start to call me.
Make sure you repeat that on the top of the hour, that same commercial. On top of the hours, make sure it's always on top of the hours, the commercial, my commercial.
This message is critical to your personal growth in 29 days. 718-253-7273. That again, 718-253-7273. Jot this number down in your phone, your iPad, or store it on your computer. A place where you can find it quickly. Useful reader and advisor in our area, the world famous African reader and advisor, Sister Dobong.
That's right. I am Sister Dobong, here to help you. What do you want in 2019? More money? Success in your career job? Maybe you need a better job. How about reuniting with a loved one? If you've been plagued by illness, bad luck, life, or heartache, it is time for a change. Don't give up. I'm the African lady making a difference in an imperfect world. Call me now. Question my phone. 718-253-7273. And come see me at 1752 Flatbush Avenue, right at the corner of Avenue J in Brooklyn. And let's make 2019 one of the best years of your life.
Make your life a masterpiece. Imagine no limitations to what you can see, what you can have, or what you can do. Call Sister Dobong now.
Good morning, good night, good evening. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to the King and Queen Radio Show on WBIP 93.5 FM with your host, Sister Dobong. Also, make sure you go and visit us at livestream.com/KNQ Radio, youtube.com, King and Queen Radio, brooklynstation.com, kingandqueen.com, and of course, do not forget sisterdobong.com, where you can find your lucky numbers and your horoscopes. She has prayers for everything. Matter of fact, she has a pretty good money, and she also has policies there. So make sure you go and visit her website today. Also, Also coming up in a few minutes, we will be speaking with Mark Hernandez, who is a holistic practitioner and certified body code and emotion code practitioner.
Because you know that you're a match for me. And when I say a prayer a day, it's just them away, people are just say. And I got it on me, yeah. I said, put your trust in Jah. Jah will never make you right. Jah will never hurt your feelings. Love it all the day, and I said, put your trust in Jah. Them other play for the way them say. Can't wait to tell you when we get out and fade away, fade away. Well, I'm protected by just none of them cannot hurt us. Just like the Negro boys and I'm not earnest. Just like the laws of 19 and darkness. Babylon can't burn this. I say, put your trust in Jah. Jah will never make you right. Jah will. Soldier men, say we won't track the streets and road again. Hold we head high and proud again. Then and only then take control of them. Tell police officers and soldier men, say we won't track the streets and road again. Hold we head high and proud again. Then and only then, cause independence no mean on the grill party scene or colonial regime. Yeah, we know all them schemes. Now show no meaning, no straight them no cleaning. Them fight out the green and cigarette them come in. But Jamaica assets for the people. I think you start treat them good stuff all them out of them people. Them set the public tell police officers and soldier men, say we won't lock the streets and road again. We hold we head high and proud again. Then and only then take control of them. Tell police officers and soldier men, say we won't track the streets and road again. Hold we head high and proud again. Then and only then, so them give it flash, them give it anything. Don't even keep me up with me never.
Don't forget to view the radio show right now on
Good evening, good evening. We're back. We're back, Anne Marie. So tell us a little bit about the wall. What your research goes on the wall. Everybody's waiting.
Well, I can't say too much, but you know, I'm just sorry for those people. You know, those immigrants who they want to come to this country and you know, for better lives. I'm really sorry for them because when I was a child, I wanted to come here too. You know, for betterment of.
I'm listening, sweetie. We're waiting. You did your research? Because I need to know about your research of the wall.
Yes, and then I'm just saying that building the wall will diminish conservation work and scientific research, and we need them. And roughly 1/5.
Wait a minute. Now we need what?
You know, the conservation. You know, we need that.
What's the conservation?
Like, we need to preserve something.
Well, what the wall got to do with conservation?
No, I'm just saying that, you know, we really need. How should I
So
say
you're
this?
trying to say we need the wall?
Yes.
So you with Trump to build the wall. Well, you just said that. You said we need conservation, and then you said we need the wall. So who is building the wall?
Well, Trump is, but what I mean is, in a way it's good, in a way...
Again, you're saying the same thing in and about. You saying you agree with Trump to put the wall.
Okay, put it this way. You're trying to, he's trying to stop illegal immigrants. Okay.
Are you sure that's what he's doing?
I'm not sure, but I guess that's one of the things that he's thinking of doing.
Oh, okay.
You know, so that will like prevent so many people from coming to America. And I feel sorry for those people. They should have, you know, freedom to come to this country.
I don't think the wall would be a good idea though. Because building the wall is like basically I won't say all the products, but like all the natural like fruits and stuff that we have here.
Yes.
Those actually come from Mexico. So you're trying to build a wall that's going to stop all the import and export throughout Mexico and the United States, and then everything going to be different in the United States because now they have no fruits and nothing coming in, and people going to be worried and stuff like that. So.
Okay. So you against the wall and she for the wall, but because she's saying for conservation. But you were talking about for conservation, but you saying without the wall is good for conservation, and she's saying for the wall is good for conservation.
I have to interject.
Yeah, please do, because
I have to interject.
this panel here is confusing me.
State files suit against Trump administration over wall emergency. Suit filed in U.S. District Court in Northern California seeks injunction to stop president from spending money on border wall without congressional approval. And we have a call.
All right. Y'all three of you got me crazy with this wall.
This is your...
We won't be talking about this wall no more because...
But it just happened an hour ago that they just filed suit.
Oh my goodness.
Just an hour ago.
Wow. So, on Sister Dobong show, they filing suits. Wow.
Yep. And
they must have heard us talking about that wall out there.
This just happened at 9:27 p.m. 16 states on Monday filed a federal lawsuit challenging President Trump's national emergency declaration to pay for a wall along the U.S.-Mexico border, setting up a showdown with the administration that could go to the Supreme Court and last through the 2020 election.
Oh.
I smell something cooking.
And you know what? We brought up this topic, and look, the wall is people trying to stop the wall.
But we're going to actually have a president actually give a call in on the show that's running for 2020. So I want to see what you guys
can't wait for that. We're going to have a
presidential
candidate calling in on the show. All right. Okay, that sounds beautiful.
Now, since you want to change subjects, can we please speak with one?
Is someone on the line?
Yes, Mr. Mark Hernandez.
Oh, well, hello, Mr. Mark.
Wait, actually, he's not. He's on the line right now.
Okay, well, I'm going to let you take that call and go ahead on and give the interview.
Yes, thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, you are listening to WVIP 93.5 FM, BrooklynStation.com, KingandQueenRadio.com, and SisterDobong.com. Here I have with me on the line, thank you so much for holding and being patient, is Mr. Mark Hernandez. He is a holistic practitioner and certified body code and emotion code practitioner. He's also certified advanced for the ASH work practitioner. And what he does is he helps people and their animals. I'm so glad that he's called, and I'm so glad that we're going to talk about this. He helps people and their animals when they have hit the wall with health issues and well-being issues. So basically, he looks at himself as having intuitive gifts and extensive training in reading subtitle energy fields of people and animals and identifying and releasing non-beneficial energies that are locking into place place of health and well-being challenge. So he knows that many of these are non-beneficial and they're trapped energies that hold people back and prevent them from being fully themselves, including living beyond a life pain. So, Mr. Hernandez, thank you so much for holding and calling in. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. Please give the audience a little bit more background about yourself as opposed to what I just told them. And then I want you to go directly into the book. You have the floor.
Okay. Well, I think, as you said, you summed it up well. As you said, holistic practitioner, helping people and hit the wall with health and issues. Basically, like I say, people come to me when they're experiencing a certain level of pain. It is physical, mental, spiritual, or psychological. So, as you said, I can have intuitive gifts and training for reading the subtle energy fields. These are the invisible. Started about 10 years ago. At the time, I was teaching at colleges and universities. I have a PhD in Hispanic Studies, and I noticed that certain things were repeating in my professional life that really didn't make a lot of sense. So I called one of my siblings, who's a doctor of integrative medicine, so a medical doctor by training, and much more. So at the time, I was living in Boston, in the East Coast, and he suggested I work with an energy healer that was based out of New Mexico. So I worked with the healer for a couple months, 2 sessions, and the frozen needle started to move. Not everything changed overnight, but enough to catch my attention.
Right.
So from that, I called my brother back, actually a couple of years later, because I was kind of stubborn, and I told him, I said, hey, I want to learn that energy thing, because all of us come in this lifetime with baseline gifts to read energy fields and release non-beneficial energy. And I think when I was going in the cafeteria line to come into this lifetime, I got a few extra suits, which are come online in the last 10 years. So, yeah. And what else would you like to know?
Well, I'm very glad that you took the time of how you got into the field, but I want to ask you, for some of our listeners and our viewers, would you say, when you deal with the body code and emotion code, would you call this pertaining to the chakras?
That's a part of it, yeah.
Okay.
So, can I give a brief description of what each one of them are, the body code and emotion code? That serve your listeners?
Yes, please.
Okay. So, I'll start with what is the body code? The body code is a holistic healing system in which I use my intuition and the body code mind map, electronic chart, to identify and release the non-beneficial energy, locking into place a health and well-being issue. The body code was created by Dr. Bradley Nelson. Dr. Nelson is a holistic chiropractor, medical intuitive. In his 20+ years in a brick and mortar practice as a chiropractor, he'd make those adjustments. I don't know if some of your viewers go to chiros. It can be very helpful. Back issues and much more. Anyway, he'd make the adjustments. Often things kept coming back. He'd have to make the same adjustments over and over again. So he said, what's going on? So in 2007, he received a divine download that basically said, identify and release the emotional baggage, and the corrections will hold better. So Dr. Nelson wrote and published in 2007 a book called The Emotion Code. The Emotion Code teaches everyone how to identify and release their emotional baggage. Maybe from 2 days ago, 25 years ago. You can also inherit emotions at the moment of conception. If those are factors locking in place your issues, you can release them. The other thing Dr. Wright is a term that refers to when people get their heart broken, the subconscious mind will build a wall of negative trapped emotions to prevent it from being hurt again. So, in the end, people are kind of like going through life, let's say, kind of seeing life from behind a glass pane, like a pane of glass. So they're there, but not fully present. Over 90% of people have heart walls. Okay?
Wow.
So,
yes.
Yeah, 90%.
90%.
Heart walls will
93%.
93. Very common. People have heart things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so the emotion code represented a big step forward. So Dr. Nelson started the release of emotional baggage, the change is called better. So he knew there was more.
Mm-hmm.
2009, he received the second divine download, so which became the body code. So the body code includes everything of the emotion code, which I just described, plus it tracks 6 other categories of imbalances. The 2 most common categories is all the emotional stuff, and also, I know you all talk about spiritual medicine, offensive energies like entities, curses, spells, all that, can be identified those. The other big category in the body code is toxicity, cell phone radiation, Wi-Fi, household cleaners, common tuberculosis, Clorox and all that, dental, mercury filling, fluoride, and much more. So, briefly, how does this work? So, a client comes to me with an issue, okay? Let's say it's let's say it's low energy. Let me use that. Low energy. First thing I'll ask the client, I said, have you been to your medical doctor? Because I'm not a medical doctor, I don't give medical advice. I want them to go have their medical test run, get their thyroid checked out, get their adrenal checked out, get blood work, the whole battery of tests. Often the results will come back and the doctor say, well, your results aren't perfect, but you know, they're okay. We can't really find anything majorly wrong because I have no energy. So then after that, you've done your medical test, you come to me and say, you know, I have low energy. So if they give me an example, you say, oh, I'm already tired by 8 a.m. So that's will serve as an entry point. And then I talk to the body. I ask the body reason for this low energy. Let's say something emotional, 10 years ago. This feels like a female relative passed away. Yeah, my grandmother passed away. She was very close. So I'll release it. I go 1, 2, 3, which is a swipe across the governing meridian. Governing meridian starts at the top of the lip, goes all the way down to the spinal column. Okay? That's in the acupuncture system. Grand central station, release. Okay, next reason, Wi-Fi, that comes out, release. Keep going until the body will say, we're completely done with the issue, or done for today. So I'll say, okay, you have really low energy, probably level 9 if you're sitting at 10. And I'll say, how do you feel now? They'll say, oh, you know, I feel a little bit lighter in my head, or, you know, I feel like I can actually go clean the kitchen right now. I haven't felt like that in 2 weeks. Whatever it is, it's going to be different. And then I'll tell people, okay, right now with your low today for your first session, there's a 40% change. You're actually about 70% aware of that change. You'll be aware of that, fully aware of that 40% change, 40% change in 2 days, 3 days, a week, whatever it is. So that's how the body code works in a nutshell.
Okay. What made you decide to work with people and their animals? I mean, I look at it as an animal being a companion or a man's best friend, but then on top of that, an animal could also be to either something that happened to you in life, something that you lost in life, or you're trying to replace a person, and you using that animal as a person. What made you go into that field?
Okay, yeah, very specific reasons in my case. So when I was doing my emotion code certification training program, I was doing the training, the certification, and there was a practicum component. As part of the practicum training, you had to work with a minimum of 5 pet animals, and the rest could be people, or a total of 25 sessions, okay? Okay. So, at the time when I was doing my certification, I was living and working in Asia. I was in Taipei, in Taiwan. Okay? I don't speak Mandarin Chinese, so I was working, part was doing volunteer, looking for a volunteer client. And I was stuck for 2 months because, I didn't speak Mandarin. Anyway, one fateful day, Saturday in Taiwan, it's just kind of crazy, but why not? So I hadn't been in 25 years. Go to the ice skating rink. On the way to the ice skating rink, right in actually the same building, there was this basically Western expats leave their animals when they're out of town, out of the country.
Oh, okay.
So what happened is I just spontaneously rang the bell. I was all excited. I've been stuck for 2 months. I rang the bell. They let me in. Turned out, long story short, the owner of the castle was fluent in English and Mandarin. She translated for diplomats. She was open to holistic work. I basically introduced myself and said, hey, can you refer me to an English-speaking animal shelter, where I can work with the animals, it will help the animals, and get my certification? Well, she said, oh, I'm very interested in what you're doing. I have a lot of friends that are interested in what you're doing. You know what? I'll book all your sessions, and I'll be your translator. So I went from completely stopped to doing, over a 3-week period, 25 sessions with animals at the Catholic.
And here you are today.
Pets, they're a lot of fun to work with. They actually clear faster because they're not as invested in their stories as humans. And I liked it. And as we all know, for many people, pets are an integral part of their family today.
Right.
For many, they're like their children.
Right. Mark?
So, yeah.
I am so sorry. We're getting ready to have a station break, but I just wanted you to just give us a little bit of words of advice and just, I see you have a website here. Yes, they will.
Exactly.
Yes. Mark, thank you so much for calling into the King and Queen Radio Show on WVIP 93.5 FM. I just want you to say a quick hello to Sister Dobong.
Okay. Hi, Sister Dobong.
Hello, Mark. It's so exciting, and I just love the feel you're doing, and I hope you continue that working with people with animals, because that is something very unique and not many people do. And I know it's a great experience for you, and I know you love it.
I do. I very much enjoy it. I see it helps a lot of people and their pets.
Well, you sound such a great person, and I hope you continue your good work, and I just love what you're doing. And anytime you feel like you want to come back on this show, I appreciate it. You come back very soon.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk. Well, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, and have a blessed one.
Thank you so much, Mark. You have a great day and a great weekend, and we'll talk soon.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay, folks, I hope you heard. That is a very, very, very interesting topic, and a very great man, because working with animals can be very, very hectic, if you don't know them animals, and trying to understand their personality alone is hard work. You pretty much know the human being, but an animal have their own personality.
And they sense the owner.
To be a great man in order for them to work with them, because animals, if they sense you not,
you're afraid, they don't like you, they're attacking.
They will attack you. They don't care what the owners say. So he's a great man, but I'm wondering, when he worked with them animals, do he stay distant? The people have to hold the animal. He only worked with tame animals. He said he worked with the ones in the shelter. The ones in the shelter are more wilder, aren't they?
I mean, it all depends. It all depends what this guy going like.
But when you ever get him back on again, we're going to go into how he heals them after they've been abused, and owners have did a lot of dramatized. That's a lot of work.
You see, that's another good question too, and I know exactly where you're going. I know exactly where you're going with that. Okay, so next time when you come on, we're going to go into that topic with him. I will definitely get him for that.
Folks, you're listening to the King and Queen Radio, BrokenStation.com. And if you'd like to be a guest on this program, you can always write us at King and Queen, that's A-N-D, King and Queen Radio at gmail.com. King and Queen Radio at gmail.com. You can write us for comments. You can write us for something you don't agree on. And you can also send us a donation at sisterdobong.com, kingandqueenradio.com, brooklynstation.com. The telephone number, you can always call the 7. And Gold Star?
347-699-6892. Again, that's
folks on and all the animal lovers out there.